Yep, and we are live.
We live. What's going on, world?
Hey, y'all.
What's
It's your
up,
girl,
Nara?
Will Tony Hickman, and I am with my peoples. Ryan Rich, we in the building with
Hmm.
your show on YouTube right now.
Yes. The
Yes,
only the only show that y'all need to be concerned
tuning
about,
in. Yeah, for real.
you know. And we back with episode 8,
Something like that.
something like that. Something like that. We
we
got
get them in there though. We
yeah,
getting
we
them
got a
in there.
couple of them in there. So everything good with you?
Man, life is beautiful. I can't complain.
Well, that's what's up, man. So as always, guys, we bring you information on disabilities and life and love and the pursuit of happiness and all that good
All
stuff.
that good stuff. Yeah.
And this one was cracking on me before we got started, but
Oh, okay. It was
we
vice
go
versa, but we're gonna let him have that, y'all.
yeah.
Yep.
I've been in a good mood as of late though, man. Everything going cool. You know.
Wonder why that is. Are we
We
telling
we not we not
everybody
no
yet?
we not no we not
Okay, okay, okay.
yeah, we don't need to expose all that.
Exactly.
Um yeah, we don't need all right. So
You are so funny. Go ahead.
yeah,
What
some
we
people are
talking about today? What this
all right.
is some important information that you need to share with everybody about Cerebral Palsy Day. Like it passed
Yeah.
what, October 6th?
Cerebral Palsy Day was on October. Cerebral Palsy Day was on October 6th, man. And
Okay.
shouts out to all my cerebral palsy warriors who joined me in Rock and Green on our day, and letting people take notice to everyone who deals with cerebral palsy, spastic diplegia, or whatever form of cerebral palsy that you may have. And on today's show, and I want to give a shout out to my mom. Happy belated birthday because we also
Happy
celebrated her.
birthday, Ryan's mom.
Yeah,
Yes,
Lady B, Bonita.
Lady
Shout
B.
out.
That's
Right.
the New Orleans thing right there. Only people in New Orleans be like, yeah, that's Lady B.
Right. Oh, and before we get into all that, like I'm trolling the Dallas Cowboys because the Saints whipped y'all ass and all that. So
Sorry, Texas. Sorry, Dallas. It
yeah,
happens.
it
Yes.
happened. So yeah. But cerebral palsy day, October 6th, man. Like I said, all my palsy warriors joined me in Rocking Green on our day, and it was a pretty good turnout. A couple of my family members put the green ribbon up on their profile, and everything was good, man. So on today's podcast, YouTube video, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to talk about cerebral palsy and the different characteristics of it. As many of you know, I was born with cerebral palsy, spastic diplegia, which causes me to walk with the abnormal gait, and it causes me to have balance issues and different things like that. So I'm just going to touch on some things that I found out about my disability, which I've always known, but the more and more we do the podcast and the more and more we uh, talk about different things, the more and more I'm finding out about it. And
Hmm.
very interesting. So I'm gonna just jump right on into it. Cerebral palsy is a congenital disorder of movement, muscle tone, or posture, and it's a due to abnormal brain development. Like a lot of people don't know, you know, they automatically uh, just think that just because you speak normally or you do everything, uh, I guess, with little to no difficulty, that cerebral palsy doesn't have anything to do with your brain, but it
Right.
does. It does, and you and I have touched on that. With the stroke and the aneurysm situation.
Exactly.
Just because we, you know, seem like everything, we have everything together. Sometimes things just don't work out the way that other people think that they do.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
yeah.
Or even we don't see things the way other people do because our brain is different, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I get it.
Right.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What are the statistics of like how many people have cerebral palsy out of,
All right.
everyone?
They say, all right. So the stats that I have, I have two. They have over 17 million people are born with cerebral palsy uh,
Wow.
per year. And I looked up something that they have 200,000 U.S. cases per year uh, with cerebral palsy. So
That's
it's
huge.
yeah, it's really common. Um, but a lot of people just don't know about the disability.
Or the degree of like, the
Right.
deepness because like we've touched on before, it's people I know that are in wheelchairs that have cerebral palsy, and then
Mm-hmm.
there's people that are not, or they're in between, and or it's people like you know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
it goes so many ways, and that's interesting because I know you were saying that I mean, the day for cerebral palsy was October 6th, but
Mm-hmm.
with that many people in that statistic, I mean, cerebral palsy should have a month,
Right. Right.
not
Right.
just a day, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Right. And one of my biggest things that since I started like doing activism is like I want to do more in the city of New Orleans to try to help people with cerebral palsy because you have a lot of people like breast cancer has a run. You have all these different runs for these different diseases and illnesses that people have. We don't have that. So
I
that's gonna
know.
be one of my
So,
goals
I
by the
mean,
end of.
yeah,
Mhm.
go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, that's gonna be one of my goals by I want to say next year. Like that's at the top of my list to at least get something started. So
Bring
you know,
more awareness.
bring more
Yeah,
awareness to it. So yeah, like, but a lot of people just don't know, and a lot of people are just ignorant to the fact of, there are a lot of people living with this disease, and they live normal and happy and healthy lives. You know,
right.
yeah. So it is what it is. But another one of the things I wanted to touch on was, with cerebral palsy, is some of the symptoms. Symptoms of cerebral palsy, spastic diplegia. The main thing that I deal with is reflexes. I have very, very rigid and tight limbs. So my lower extremities don't work as well as others. I mean, I make do, but I have limited mobility in my legs. I walk, as everybody knows, but it's very difficult for me to walk. So, and a lot of these symptoms and different issues that come along with cerebral palsy, they occur very early in childhood. I've only had, from what I can remember, I've only had like one surgery. Um, and the doctor, that was like when I was 4. And when I made 18, the doctor was like, he wanted me to come back to do another surgery. But by that time I was in college and I was out there living life. And I didn't really think that the surgery that he wanted me to have was going to benefit me because I was just moving too much. I had too much
What
going
was the
on.
surgery?
It was hamstring and tendon release, and he wanted me to do it because he felt it necessary to be done again. But at that time, like I said, I was in college and I was just doing too much, and I just felt like it would hold me down because I
Right.
mean it was supposed to be like a 6 to 8 week recovery period, and me, I'm stubborn as hell, so I'm not gonna let I'm not gonna let um some surgery keep me down, but
Right.
it didn't happen. So yeah. Yep. So remember, guys, man, hit us up on all social networking platforms. All of our social networking platforms. Hit my girl up at the Real Tony Hickman. Hit me up on my Facebook page, Ryan Rich Facebook page. Also hit me up on Ronald_Richardson Jr. on Instagram, and hit us up on our Instagram page, Ron, Rich, and Tony Hickman Show, and we will answer any questions that you have about whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what you got for me?
I'm good. I'm good. It's your world. I'm just a squirrel, you
So,
know.
you just let me run this too?
But today, I mean, I thought the topic that we were talking about was highly important, you know.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I'm following the lead. I know when to follow the lead sometime and not just cut you off. Because I mean, several times I was looking at you, I'm like, dang, this dude got hair growing out his nose, you know, like. But then I ain't say nothing because
What?
I like being
Wait.
quiet, you know, because
Damn. You just so that's what you was looking at because when I was on camera, I looked. I'm like, she's staying hard. Like I got something in my nose,
I was trying to see like, is that hair?
and that's what
Okay.
the fuck. Wow, that's
It's
what the fuck
not
is that?
bad. You're a man. At least you're a manly man. Like, you know.
Yeah, you know,
Don't go to shaving it out or nothing. Then, you know.
gotta get
I
it in
guess it's a part of your mustache.
all this handsomeness. You know.
Sitting
Yeah.
there looking at. Uh-huh.
All right, man. So we're moving on. One of the things that people with cerebral palsy and drop foot wear as walking aids. I don't use too many walking aids when I walk, but the older I've gotten, I had a couple of issues with balance and stuff like that. So about maybe 5 or 6 years ago, my doctor suggested that I get AFOs. And the AFO stands for ankle foot orthosis
You
brace.
just taught me something. I have been calling it an AFO for the longest, and I swear I didn't
Mhm.
know what it meant.
Right. And I just found out a year ago because I was like, okay, what does AFO stand for?
Exactly.
Right. And I wish I would have brought my AFOs in here so people could see, but they're in the back right now. But the AFO brace extends from the back of my calf all the way down to my ankle and foot. And what it does is it helps me with balance and it helps me with drop foot because I do walk with a gait and my left foot drops. And that's the side where the cerebral palsy is most prevalent. And since I don't use or since I have difficulty in my lower extremities, my legs, my upper body compensates for a lot of the strength I don't have in my legs. So
Mm.
I've learned how to use my upper body to balance myself and pick up on things when I need to pick up on them. So yeah, some of the side effects with the AFOs are, I was telling you before we got on, is I have like muscle tremors.
Right.
Hmm.
Right. And I was asking you about the sleep ones because when I was looking into like comfortable AFOs, I bought a foot brace and I still have it, but I don't wear it. But when I was looking into it, the first things that would come up on Amazon was like the sleep ones, you know, where you
Hmm.
just actually sleep with it in the bed, and it's one that keeps it. I don't know. I guess
It's uncomfortable.
you done tried it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's uncomfortable. And I mean,
Mm.
even as much as the AFOs benefit me, like you know, I'm in them like at least 6 to 8 hours a day. By the time I get home, like I'm ready to take them off and get relief. Because what happens is they hold you in a straighter position in which you normally would walk. So you using muscles in your legs that you didn't even know you had just to hold yourself up and position yourself correctly. Because when I
Mm.
don't wear my AFOs, I slouch a little bit more than I do when I would wear them, and they help me stand up a lot straighter. But it wears you out, as far as like your leg muscles and you know dealing with the different things that a person with cerebral palsy has to deal with. So
And
yeah, that's
and for the record, like people with cerebral or cerebral palsy, they're not the only ones that have foot drop because foot drop
mm,
also with a lot of like stroke survivors or brain injury survivors, we also deal with foot drop. And so
mm,
like AFOs are commonly used and more than you know. And then people who just have surgery, because I know I'm on this group. I mean, I'm in this group on Facebook, and
mm,
one person was just saying they had surgery on their hip and then they
Right.
ended up getting, foot dropped. So it's amazing how common that even is, and it's not enough awareness of it. I mean, on it.
Right. And I'm gonna try to start doing my YouTube videos again, and I'm gonna try to get somebody to chronicle like the daily ins and outs of dealing with cerebral palsy. And I really want to start focusing on independent living. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, so people can see, how I live and the different things I go through on a daily basis. Because you have a lot of people out there that have disabilities like cerebral palsy, like I have, and they don't think that they can do. Um, and I mean, I'm here to tell you, like, I do everything. I do
Right.
everything. I'm all over the city. My boys, they call me like, man, like, where you at? And I'm like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. So it can be done. It
Right.
all depends on the person and what, that person
And
wants to
your
do.
determination to be independent,
Hmm.
because like I said, I have friends who drive cars and they are in wheelchairs and they are independent, have their own place as well. So it just
Hmm.
all depends on your determination to be independent. That's it.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right, right.
So
So, man, but I think that's all I got, man. Be on the lookout for more with us within the next couple of weeks. I know on October 24th, my friend Victoria, who's a massage therapist, she's gonna jump on with us
beautiful.
and talk about the benefits of massage for people with disabilities, because she's a licensed massage therapist and she wanted to jump on with us too. And my friend Joelle, who makes all my bracelets that y'all see in these pictures and videos, she has lupus, so she's gonna also talk about her experiences dealing with lupus and different things of that nature. So we got a lot coming up uh, with y'all, man. So what you got coming up for the Ryan Rich and Tony Hickman show?
Well, we're going to talk about some more music. I have actually a friend that is going to come on soon too, and that's the one I was telling you. He's actually in a wheelchair, but he's a music artist. He plays the piano. He's a pretty dope energy, and so we're going to have him on eventually too. And just keep bringing awareness through this channel because it's necessary.
Hmm.
Just like I said, we've been talking about cerebral palsy, and the statistics are off the chart with
Right,
the people that are born with it, yet it just has a day. We don't talk about disabilities completely, and and even acknowledge them like they
hmm,
should be acknowledged. Like, it's so many people. It may be more people with disabilities than regular people, and
right,
we ignore it because we're constantly looking for perfection. And the reality is we are living in an imperfect world, and you're living in a bubble if you think perfection is like mandatory. So
right.
yeah,
Your nose is so perfect.
I know. I know.
Not nostrils and everything, perfect size. Yeah.
I know. Thank you. I appreciate it. Uh-huh. Uh,
Yeah. So man, just stay tuned for everything we got coming up, man. And stay tuned for me and Tony, because we gonna be ribbing each other and all that. It's gonna be major fun.
right.
Yeah. So you got a big forehead too. Forehead, your
I'm being real nice because you know what usually would come up right now too. And I love my big forehead. They say women with big foreheads think deeply.
look like a landing strip on that motherfucker. So I'm just saying.
Y'all see, he just cursed. We kept it clean the whole show, and he come with that ignorance. You know what I'm saying? Like, God.
I had to do it. I had to do it.
Yeah, I wanted to do it a couple of times. I wanted to give
Right.
you a finger, but I left it alone.
You should have let it out.
No, I don't want to
Express,
do that. No, I'm good.
express it. So
No.
yeah, man. It's been real, and I guess we'll get at y'all when we get at y'all. Right?
We love y'all. Thank you for following us. Like, we have been getting more subscribers. We found out that,
Yeah.
almost 800 people have watched our videos, and we just put the channel up. So,
Right.
we plan on making it more exciting, more intriguing, and we need y'all to tell us what you want from us, because we're here to express for you. Like, that's our main objective. So if you could just hit us up on social media, on our emails, Ron, Rich, and Tony Hickman podcast at gmail.com, or you could just hit us up on social media at the Ron, Rich, and Tony Hickman Show, Facebook and Instagram. And we're here. Like, we
Yep.
want to hear from you. We want to express for you. So share with us. Let us know what you're ready to hear from us, because that's what we're here for.
All right.
And we love y'all.
We
Like, we
do.
love y'all for loving us and giving us views already. And we just started. Like, that's so awesome.
You
You
don't
know?
love Ron Rich as much as you love them, though, right?
Nah, I ain't talking about you. I say y'all, not him. You my peoples, man.
Right.
You my
Right.
people. It's all
So
love.
we'll get with y'all, man, next week. And we're gonna close this thing out, and it'll be posted up soon.
Yep.
And
It's gonna be posted tonight or tomorrow.
right,
It'll be up soon though. Yeah, we're not
it'll be
saying.
up soon.
Yeah.
Right. We're not saying, but it'll be up soon. So just be on the lookout. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe,
You
subscribe.
freezing.
All my friends. Did I freeze again?
Yes, please like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we need y'all to help us grow straight up.
All right.
And follow our channel immediately. Like, as soon as you see the video, just go and hit
Mm-hmm.
subscribe. Yeah.
Yep.
So
So man, we out. And it's been real. And we'll talk to y'all soon.
peace.
Peace.